Hey guys, it's me, the Bombay Chef Varun Inamdar, and welcome to Get Curried. Today's recipe, meatballs. Well, not just any meatballs, Kashmiri meatballs called Gushtaba. Well, generally, I say let's begin. Today, I feel like saying let's end our meal with this. Wondering why? Stay tuned. I'm going to divide this recipe into two components. The first one, of course, are the meatballs, and the second one is the curry base, which uses a lot of yogurt. Let's begin with the meatballs. And this is meat of a ran or a goat leg. What I've added here is vegetable fat. Now, traditional recipe calls for animal fat, but all of us cannot lay our hands on that. So I'm using vegetable fat. Now, because I'm not using a mallet to kind of hammer all this down and break all the collagen and the meat, I'm using an egg, but otherwise, if you are kind of pounding the meat, this is not required. Now with the eggs going in, the binding just becomes perfect in this recipe. Time to add in paste of onions. Well, traditionally, onions in Kashmir are called pran. If you can lay your hands on the traditional pran or Kashmiri shallots, nothing like it. So this is paste of pran traditionally, but in this case, shallots. Let's add in paste of ginger and garlic. Let's add in cumin, which is roughly crushed, powdered black cardamom, salt, very importantly, to bring out all the flavor, powdered ginger, this is dried ginger, and last but not the least, green cardamom, which of course the shell is removed. We'll mix all of this. This is mixed and ready. To this entire mixture, I'm just adding in 2 spoons of cold water. This is just to ensure that this gets ground nicely. And then, let's grind this. Our meatball mixture is done and ready. And if you see, it's absolutely nice and smooth, and that's exactly how we want it. Let's start making meatballs. Wet your fingers. And I'm not making 2 large balls, I'm just making lemon-sized balls because I think they're nice and cute. And they also serve a family very well. Our meatballs are done and ready. And if you see here, they're resting in cold water. Simultaneously, I've also kept water in a pot to heat. Before the water starts boiling, we'll start dropping in these meatballs, shaping it once again. While the meatballs are getting cooked, it's important to remove all the scum that rises to the top. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move this on the next burner and bring in a fresh wok. To this, I'm going to add in curd. This is a stock or a very thin curry, which is made using lots of curd. Without turning the flame on, I'm going to add in 2 black cardamoms, whole, 3 green cardamoms. Along with this, some sticks of cinnamon and cloves. Now these are the whole spices that I'm going to use in this recipe. Along with this, fennel powder, very, very, very importantly. Dry ginger powder. Paste of ginger and garlic. Let's turn the flame on and mix this continuously. The whole idea here is to ensure that the curd starts cooking without splitting, very importantly. Once the yogurt or the curd mixture kind of lightens, and you'll realize that when you're stirring it constantly, it literally becomes watery without splitting. And that's interesting about this recipe. You lower the flame and add in a mixture of shallots, which are deep fried in mustard oil, and I've run it into a smooth paste. I'm going to add in. Along with this, I'm going to add in desi ghee. Red chili powder, very little, just for that little Rogan-like feel in this recipe. And along with this, salt. Remember the fact that the meatballs have also been salted well. Let's stir this. Let's stir this well, and time to add in the meatballs and a few more things. Allow the meatballs to cook in this curd gravy for another 10 to 15 minutes, but with the addition of water this time. And along with this, last but not the least, dried mint leaves, which I'm going to crush in my palm. With this, your silken smooth, flavorful Goshtaba is done and ready. And this goes straight in the serving bowl. With this, ladies and gentlemen, Kashmiri Goshtaba is done and ready. Make this for your family, make this for your friends, but more importantly, steal a meatball for yourself. What's important is to try this, to make this and serve this with Kashmiri steamed rice. If you can lay your hands on that, absolutely nothing like it. But otherwise, any steamed rice does the same magic. Bye for now.